From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. On the hill for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. You look at the win column, and his name's been parked near the top all season.
Yeah, Boog, he's gone deep into games, managed traffic, and earned every bit of it. That kind of command doesn't come easy.
He's having the type of season that continues to build momentum with each victory.
Yeah, and when he's on, Boog, hitters just can't find a rhythm.
On the ground to the left. Foul. And foul ball. Ripped on a line to center. Rodriguez under it. And a quick out, number one. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Logan O'Hoppe.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
This one in the air. Donovan gets under it. And there's two down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Two down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Let's go, Logan.
Right side. And it gets by him. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 7, Joe Adell.
Adell matched a homer in his last game. Adell getting the start in right. Batting in the cleanup spot. His slugging percentage so far this year right around .480. The 0-1.
Ball one.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Rodriguez should have this one. And that is that. One hit, one left. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Back at T-Mobile Park. And getting the start for the Angels, Grayson Rodriguez. What do we have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Leading off, J.P. Crawford. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Batting second, the catcher.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ball. Man at second. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hard hit, right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Cole Young.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of, so we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Dominic Pinzone in the box now. Takes strike one. And a foul ball. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Guy looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Fastball for a strike. And the count even at 1. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Neto. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Scoreless after 1.
That's all you need. Can't sleep, but I dream. It's a must. You see, eyes wide open. I see. Had a vision.
On now to the top half of inning number 2. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe.
An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Out. Next pitch misses way outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And a 3-1 on the way. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
That misses. Ball 1. Left field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
The shortstop, Zach Neto.
One out man at first. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball 1.
Second inning here, no score.
Aye.
In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. Swings through that high fastball. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Ball. That's inside.
The 1-0. Foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Seattle, bottom half of inning number 2. Julio Rodriguez now. He might be the most popular player in Seattle sports at the moment.
It was cool to see Julio take advantage of his time in Arizona earlier this year during spring training. Went to a Suns basketball game one night and swapped jerseys with Kevin Durant. Remember, Durant played for the Seattle Sonics his rookie season before the team moved away.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Ball.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball that's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here we go, Brendan. 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Missed
That's
with
a
a
ball.
changeup, and it's 1-2.
Well, it makes sense. We think of home runs when Stanton's at the dish, but not only is he the active leader,
Nope,
but
that's a
looking
ball.
at his career numbers, more than 25% of his hits have been home runs. That is such a high percentage.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, There's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
That's a ball.
Randy Arozarena stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
And Boo, Cruz finished that season with 35 stolen bases in just 98 games, helped the Reds to a first-place finish at the All-Star break, and became an instant fan favorite in Cincinnati.
2 down, nobody on. And now
Ball
2-1. Next
That's
offering
ball 3.
upstairs. Swing and a ball popped up. Shanuel under it. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Got the rules at the club, get down with me. Whatever you want, come on and just ride. Come on, let's just ride. Yeah.
White walls on the tires, shoes on the wire. Told a couple shorties at the swap to hit my lineup. Be careful what you wear to avoid getting lined up. Old school shoes on my feet, but they shined up. Not a neighborhood cooking out, about to grab a plate, told a homie good looking out. Everybody.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Hey.
We call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground.
Foul, that ball's
And
foul.
foul ball. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And one away in the top of the 3rd.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Top of the 3rd, no score. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. That's down. That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now here is Josh Lowe. Two down, nobody on. Way out front for strike 2.
Ball 2.
breaking ball inside. And a full count now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The big righty strikes out the side. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
This ain't rope call. Say I switched up. Say I'm closed off. Wasn't friends.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. In the air, left field. Teodosio takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
The second baseman, Cole Young.
The heater is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
Well,
just
that's off the
missed
plate.
with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Check swing. He held up. Ball 2. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Shortstop, J.P.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. J.P. Crawford now at the plate. Double the lead off the bottom of the first.
Ball 1.
And the 1-0.
Aye.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. One-two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already.
Hey!
Fought off foul. In the dirt. Crawford off of first with 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. See you later. The 2-run shot. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Caught looking his first time up. And that one hammered. And that gets down in the corner. Relay throw to second, not in time. He's safe.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Naylor wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to one challenge left.
Ball one.
Man on second, 2 down.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Two now. Struck him out looking. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back at T-Mobile Park. So far, he's picking up right where he left off coming into this one, Singy. Whatever he's eating lately, don't change a thing.
Well, a really impressive outing so far, and he told us pregame about the importance of getting off to a good start against this lineup, doing it again today.
This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez moving under it. 1 away.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, number 7, Joe Adele.
Out towards right center field. Rodriguez on the move to the gap. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 14.
And next for L.A., Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just
Ball! That
missed.
pitch is out.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. That misses.
That's outside.
And a count 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Naylor. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Angels held in check. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Whoa, wait, my whole team, oh, wait, we don't need no play. Shoot like Z, whoa. Big old teams with the team, head of steam full.
Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, a former Rookie of the Year, 25 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
Ball 2.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Off
Ball
the
match
plate,
outside.
ball 3. That one misses.
Ball 4, that pitch
so
is in.
lead off walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
On a line, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Up next for the Mariners.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He's 0 for 1.
Arozarena.
The 1-1.
Tough
That's
spot
ball
right
2.
here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Two now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mariners.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Rayleigh.
Hard liner. And foul ball. Two on, one out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He's safe. 3-0.
Comes through with the RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Grayson Rodriguez is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Zefferjon.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, one out. Cole Young will hit next. The M's trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. On a line out towards center. Makes the grab.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Action in the Angels bullpen. Miguel Castro, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Yates getting loose as well. Two on, two outs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. One run across. Now a relay to the plate.
Get there.
He scores. And it's 5-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Nope, outside.
Crawford, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one goes straight to the backstop. No advance, though. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. He's flexing his power with another home run, Boog. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. In the air, center field. Low. Under it. And that's the inning. But they blow this one open with a big 5-run inning. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mariners 7 and the Angels nothing. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Inside, ball 2.
The 2-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Arozarena moving under this one. And there's one down.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base.
Hey!
The Halos with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Naylor takes it to the bag, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
2 outs, base is empty. Oswald Peraza digs in now. Grounded out his first time up.
Yeah.
And Boog, this guy keeps finding his way around the bases and eventually scoring. It's always fun running into the dugout and high-fiving your teammates after touching home plate, and he's done a lot of that lately.
2 down, nobody on. Caught him looking for the K. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back in Seattle, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor.
12, Josh Naylor.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next,
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Naylor around second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 2. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Hard hit into the gap, should bring in 2. 1 runs in, now a second crosses the plate. It's 9-0, a 2-run double. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Sefferjohn won't go any further tonight. Eddie's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Miguel Castro.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning. Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Nope. Ball 1.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Got him. 1 away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Raley forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. Man at second.
Hey.
And that one ripped to left. Teodosio takes it in for the out. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Cole Young.
Ball 1. Ball, that's too high.
Donovan on at second with 2 down. That's off the inside corner. And now 3-0. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And ball 4, 2 more.
Just missed there. Ooh. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble, large. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
That's a ball.
Two on, 2 outs.
That's in. Ball 2.
The 2-1. Bounce to the left side. Moncada tossed to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 5 innings complete. It's the M's 9 and the Angels nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one.
Do I have to wait for you, honey, before I can say that you're gone? Won't you let me know, yeah? I'm in an awful state, baby. You said you love me so, but I just don't know how long I can wait.
Now here is Bryce Teodosio.
Bryce Teodosio.
Out to short. Crawford tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Hey!
The Mariners up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's a ball.
stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
This one in the air. Donovan has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back at T-Mobile Park, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Right there for a strike. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more at his team. Fouled off to the right. Oh, 0-2 now.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Grounds one to short. Neto fires over to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8, Dominic Canto.
That one drilled left field. Ranging back. See you later. A solo shot. And they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
1 down, and now it's Josh Naylor, 1 for 3. Here's your 1. Chop back up the middle. Over to first. And they get the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Miguel Castro out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Kirby Yates.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active. This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball, that's inside.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball,
Way
that
off
pitch is
that
up.
fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball, that's
Outside.
out.
Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Good job to fight that one off.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
The kick, the 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Holy Toledo! It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. That pitch hits the corner, and it's 0-1. That one fouled off.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The 1-2.
Nope,
And
up
that's
there.
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
A little bit low.
No, that's low.
Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Out to short. And that will end the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. And that door swings open out of the bullpen. You know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
One down.
Up next,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Joe Adele.
Ball, that's outside.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Here's a 1-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Angels.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
So digging in, Logan O'Hoppe. Swinging a foul out of play.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-1. And that is out of play.
That's ball 2.
The 2-2 on the way. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Adele off of first with 2 away. And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Naylor. Inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Mariners baseball on the Show Northwest.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brent Suter. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 3 in this one.
Arozarena.
Ball. Nope, that's the ball.
Suter, a 6'4 lefty, 215 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
Ball
Misses
3.
with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Right through there for a strike. The other way. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Ball, that's out.
Man at second. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Jordan Romano up and throwing. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rosarena flies around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 12-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Stepping in, Cole Young. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And he makes the catch.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Back to the top of the order. Now, J.P. Crawford.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Tapped softly on the ground. Shonwell tossed to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 12 and the Angels nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A. Ferrer.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes. This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one almost got him. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Hey! The Angels with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one ripped. And
foul ball.
Foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's
In time. Got him.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, base is empty. So in now for the Angels, Bryce Teodosio. That one ripped, but foul. Oh, 1 down. There's the strike.
That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. Angels go down 1-2-3. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Back in Seattle, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Hey!
That
Ball
one
one.
close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-1. That clips the corner. And that
That's ball
misses. And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one right back there. That one's going to land not so much here, but here. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He swings and fouls one off. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
The first baseman, number 12.
Here's Josh Naylor. There's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Moncada takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
The Mariners, the center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brent Suter gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
pitching for
Now
the
it's
Angels,
Jordan Romano out of the
number 68,
bullpen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air to left center, low, under it. And that is that. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Edward Bizzardo. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Fastball for a strike at 95. Ball one there. That clips a corner. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Matt Brash appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Strike two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2.
Ball. Damn.
Swings and misses. Angels with only one out left.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Ball one.
Moncada, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Aye.
They're down to their final strike. Rip towards third. On the first, ball game. And the Mariners slug their way to a win in this one.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
Final score in this one, 13-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I'm Mula Shawty from Raleigh. She been all of my business as of late. I got rich so fast they won't just break, can't catch a break. And yes, I know you tired of hating, I'm tired of staring at your face. And if the retaliate, we can go tit for tat today. That's on my mama, that's on Big Sean, that's on Lil A from FLA. Out here in LA, trying to make me shake, trying to wrap this case. That's a whole 120K to the man.
I'm internationally known
when I be on the mic.
I'm internationally known, yo. I'm internationally known
when I be on the mic.
So all hail the honorable.
It's to my real ill heavyweight hitters, dope getters, 50 ways to make figures. They come on the spot to fail sisters like the hair rail spitters, the kids on the ziggas. When it's ugly, then the